Greetings from the NAACP Roy Wilkins Mid-Manhattan Branch. We remain committed to advocating for our children's education.
My name is Wadleigh, and I'm a youth advisor at the Mid-Manhattan Branch. I also work as a paralegal. I grew up in this area, went to PS 84, attended the Browning School, and then went down to Nashville, Tennessee to attend Vanderbilt University. In 2007, I was at a rib place, and a gentleman came up to me, and he said, "Where are you from?" I said, "I'm from New York. I go to Vanderbilt University." He said, "So you must play basketball." I said, "No, not for the school." "So you must play football." I said, "No, not for the school." "So what do you do?" is what he asked me after that. I told him I'm a student. And I looked him in the eye and I said, "Yes, I am a student." I said, "I'm studying political science, I'm fluent in 4 languages, and law school is next on my path." And he looked me in the eye and said, "I've never heard an answer like that before." I said, "You need to see what is out there. Get outside of your bubble and educate yourself and go out there and look for the information." When it comes to education, there are 3 important verbs that you must pay attention to. TLC, teach, learn, and care. Without those 3, you cannot properly educate and be part of the process that is necessary to formulate information, digest it, and be able to regurgitate it to somebody else so they can spread on the message. So I challenge each and every person in this room to add a little TLC to your lives so that you can help our youth flourish and grow into the next generation of leaders and builders who will bring us into newer and better centuries to continue. Now tonight we have an education panel, and at this time I would like each panelist to just give a brief introduction of who you are, your name, your organization, and what kind of educational reform you'd like to see in New York City.
All right. My name is Doris Brunson. For those of you who can't see there, Doris Brunson. I'm a former faculty member, and I'm very proud of that. They have me down here as the Wadleigh alumni, and I think that's because I've encouraged former students who are very interested in being together, to come together every year. We meet in the New York City Central Park, and the alumni come together, and I'm always pleased to see them. So I'm a happy person because I enjoyed my career as a teacher in this building, in the junior high school level.
Good evening. My name is Tatiana Davis. I'm actually the vice president of the PTA of Wadleigh. I've been in this building for almost 10 years, I believe. My son graduated a couple of years ago, and my daughter's a senior currently. Although I am not living in Harlem right now, I've been in Harlem for over 30 years. And as you see what our students from Wadleigh and from FDA just showed you, we are a phenomenal school. We have phenomenal students and teachers here. We are sharing very nicely right now with FDA, and my main focus is that we stay that way.
Good evening, my name is Doa Gotbaum. I'm the president of Community Education Council 3. It is an unbelievable honor to be here at this presentation and in this school. CEC3, the Community Education Councils, were set up when mayoral control was established. The school boards were taken apart, and community education councils were set up essentially to give parents representation. We have about this much power, except that we represent the 1.1 million kids. I am elected to represent the 17,000 elementary and middle school kids in District 3, which includes this incredible school, and 32 others.
Good evening. Good evening. My name is Ase Owusu Afriye. I know it says Afriye Owusu, but it's Ase Owusu Afriye. I am the current principal of Frederick Douglass Academy 2. We are a community of scholars. We are a college prep school that is fierce about excellence. I have joined the team here at Frederick Douglass Academy over the summer, and I've become a strong part of this community. I think we show on this campus what positive things can come out of co-location. Wadleigh and FDA2 have worked together to provide an outstanding academic program for all the students that are on our campus. In fact, today, several of our students went on a college trip to Marist College, and it was a tremendous experience for them. But that would not have been possible unless the adults got together within this community to provide those outstanding educational experiences for our students.
Good evening to all of you. My head's in a totally different zone right now because we have been really, I think, just given an opportunity to see the talented youth who are here.
That's right.
Between the young man to the 11-year-old from Medgar Evers College Preparatory High School to the students from the respective schools here and the adults. So quite frankly, for me, I view this forum a little differently than some of the others as far as engaging in a back and forth. Because my head is in a totally different zone. Because I saw talented young folks here who were produced by a variety of educational institutions. And for those who don't know me, my name is Dennis Walcott. I'm the Deputy Mayor of the City of New York. And mine was back and forth discussions about the future of our education system. But quite frankly, I'm here in awe of Dr. King's Day, the performances today, the performances of our young folks, and especially the teenagers who are performing here later on, as far as the sister who was here.
Good evening. Good evening. I guess, can you hear me, sister? Because I don't need to use the mic, I prefer not to, but if I do need to use it, I will. Okay, fine. If you think I need it, then I need it. So I'm Senator Bill Perkins, and I have the honor and the privilege of representing this school and this neighborhood. For those of you who may not know, it's called the 30th Senatorial District. For the most part, it's Harlem, but if you don't mind, it goes all the way down to 83rd Street and Central Park West. And it comes north up to the Columbia University, Morningside Heights area, sometimes known as the Upper West Side. It also then comes into where we are now. It also, however, includes East Harlem and Barrio. It goes north into what we call West Harlem. It goes into Washington Heights. In fact, it goes as far as Inwood. So, as that description suggests, it's a very broad and a very diverse district.
Thank you, and first let me say, I'm Herma Hall, Principal of Wadleigh Secondary School for the Performing and Visual Arts, where academics is not second, it's first. But I want to first thank the Mid-Manhattan Branch of the NAACP for choosing Wadleigh as a place to have their meeting. And my limited Spanish is mi escuela su escuela. So come back when you want. But I want to say something to you. I want to, Vice President of the PTA, I call her Tatiana because I've known her since her daughter was in 6th grade. And I just want to back up a minute because I came here in 2000. I came here fresh off the Chancellor Levy's New York City Teaching Fellow. I am a career changer, so I know no other school other than Wadleigh. I came as an English teacher, and then I transitioned into an assistant principal, and for February is my 3rd year as principal, and the 3rd year is not the charm. Okay, but listen, but I have been here, and my passion is here. I know no other school. I know no other community in terms of the education that we bring to our kids. I came here when Wadleigh was a SIR school, a school under a registration review. And unlike schools like George Washington, we came off the list. We didn't get reorganized. Let's not forget that. And if I sound passionate, and if I sound angry, I'm not angry, but I'm passionate. Because this is our school. This is my school.
My name is Anthony Klug, and it's both an honor and I'm also humbled to say I've been a teacher here for 7 years. It's an honor because, as you see here today, I'm often inspired, educated, empowered by the ones who I'm supposed to do for. So that's an honor. I'm also honored because gentlemen like Mr. Paul McIntosh, who we saw here today, speaks with even more passion to my kids than he spoke to you tonight. And I really actually want you to think about that. He speaks to my 25 sixth graders with more passion at 12 noon alone than he just spoke to you. And that truly is priceless.
Your voice.
We
hear.
I'm out all the time, man.
No, but we so rarely hear your voice.
Tell us
and
who you are,
I'm Patricia Eaton, a community organizer, but I'm also Patricia Pates, having taught at the school for a long period of time. We so rarely hear. One of the concerns is the public schools don't have the options of selecting who can come in or out of their school. Now, Ms. Hall didn't say that. Ms. Hall didn't say that, but having taught in this building, having taught music in this building, I know the charters can say, okay, we're going to cut this off. We are taking you by lottery. We do so-and-so, so-and-so. The public schools don't have that option. Exactly. And so therefore, as you talk about, even about the street and everything, being public housing, this school almost had 100% of the children on free lunch, which tells you something about who is coming to the school.
The apartments in the area as far as the relocation back of individuals, but also, I mean, people want the choice of going to a quality school. And that burden falls on the principals of this school and the two schools that are in this building, as well as schools throughout the neighborhood. And then that gives the parents the comfort of knowing they're sending their child to a quality school that's performing at a high quality level. And part of the principal's job, and tell me if I'm wrong,
this as a new day, a new dialogue. And part of our job as NAACP is to help educate the parents who are here, to help assist the principal and the teachers who are here, to help them help advocate for the building and for our children. The main focus is to educate our children.